was kind of out of line.
What did the producer say?
Your producer just told him we don't do that kind of thing. He said John doesn't have time to talk to him, and we kind of felt that John should have had time to talk to him since we have carried advertising.
I know,
time
but
with
listen, John was in a meeting.
Oh, he didn't
even know about the phone call. All he said was, "I'm in a meeting. Have someone else take the phone call. Get back to him."
No, he didn't.
And then, all right.
No,
You're right. You're right, Gabby. We said, wait a minute. It's the Skabs. Oh, hey, don't talk to them. Listen. So the guy picks up the phone, and then before he even got a chance to take the number, Bloody Mess slams down the phone on him.
Yeah, well, that's the things that stars are made of.
Wait, listen to this. Hold on. They're saying, what, you had an album cover. Who did your album cover art?
Oh, well, a couple buddies of ours. Our first record cover was done by Uncle John.
Who's
John Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, he did our first record cover for us for free, just as a favor.
Okay. How do you know John Wayne Gacy?
Oh, he's a personal friend of the band. I met him when I was working at Menard Correctional Center, and he was a really good guy.
Well,
and Bloddy,
what were you doing there, Gabby Skab, at the Correctional Center?
Oh, I worked there.
Okay.
Yeah,
and Bloddy what?
Bloddy, he's pen pal with him. He's really good friends with him, and they trade porno mags and things.
Bloddy trades porno mags with John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, John's got like the best collection you ever seen.
All right. Who did the second album cover?
Well, the second album cover wasn't done by a serial killer. Our third album cover was.
Oh, well, who did the third album cover?
It was done by Kenneth Bianchi, the Hillside Strangler.
And you call him and say, can you do an album cover for us?
No, like I said, he contacted us. He's a big fan of the band. He has been for years. And he said they used to play our first record all the time when him and his brother used to cruise the hillsides. They said it's their favorite record.
And this is something you think that will make the people buy the album, with knowing things like that?
Oh, not really. You know, I don't expect to sell any of them, but, you know, it's just personal gratification.
Do you want to sell the albums?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter. You just make them to make them.
That's right. I just make them so I can listen to them.
Spread your message.
Yeah, spread the message of filth. You know, anybody else that's into high weirdness, you know, they're get them. They get the message.
Well, hey, tell Bloddy, we're sorry we couldn't have him on, but Gabby, you were more. Actually more than enough from the Skabs. Hey, good interview. Thanks, Gabby.
Okay, you guys take it easy.
Take care. Bye. Gabby Skab, everyone. Drummer for the Skabs.
No, Bloody Mess and the Skabs.
Oh, yeah. Bloody Mess and the Skabs.
Trades.
I'll tell you what.
Pen pals with John Wayne Gacy. Trades porno mags with
John,
him.
you got a guy that trades porno mags with John Wayne Gacy as your enemy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is they said it would never be done. They said it would never be done.
You know that guy, you ought to have a housewarming party for his new, all the stuff he's got?
Yeah.
He needs a band.
We should have Bloody Mess and the Skabs come play at that guy's home improvement party.
We'll do it.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the man, this man, practically a legend, Bloody Mess. Hey! All right, Bloody, let me just say, people said this would never, ever happen.
All I can say is, ha-ha, Bob.
But you are here, man. You guys are here.
That's
You're
right.
on the air and everything.
We're like a thorn. We won't go away.
Bloody, let me ask you something. I understand you guys, what's the last show you guys did?
The last show we did was probably in East Peoria a couple weeks ago.
And how long did it last?
Our actual set lasted about 5 minutes, and when the cops came, Gabby threw his entire drum set at him.
All right, let's go to the show before that one. That would have been where?
Probably the Sandburr Lounge on Farmington Road.
All right, how long did that one last?
That one lasted about 30 minutes.
And then what happened?
We rubbed taco dip in some kid's face in the audience, and it was over.
Now, let's go to the show before that one.
That show was probably in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Uh-huh. How long did it last?
20 minutes before I passed out on the stage.
The show before that was before that one, Bloody.
St. Louis, Missouri at the Other World.
How did it go?
That was actually a pretty cool show. It went on 45 minutes. It took me about 10 minutes to pass out that one. And then I woke up with no clothes on.
And now and then there was, the Davenport show before that? When was the Davenport show?
Davenport, we got arrested for burning the American flag on stage.
And this would have been how long into the show?
We burned the flags the very first song.
Oh, my God.
And we got in trouble.
Have you guys ever completed an entire show?
Yeah,
really?
Sure.
You
Yeah,
have done it?
Yeah, we played out in New York City. We did a really good show out there in Staten Island.
Now, who's cool? Because for people, let's explain. For people that don't know about Bloody Mess and the Skabs, some people, what is this? I'm trying to think of how some people describe it. Some people call it a whole subculture.
Yeah, it's punk rock for weirdos.
And it's really a bizarre, in some people's eyes, a bizarre form of entertainment.
It's very bizarre. It's adult entertainment for kids.
And you guys are very expressive. These are very expressive young men, John.
Yes.
You guys go on stage and you let it all hang out.
Sometimes.
You just go nuts.
Just depends.
Yeah. And Gabby, I wish I could describe what Gabby has.
Why don't you?
I don't know if I can say that. John, I don't think we can say that word, can we?
You can use the term sexual AIDS.
All right, yeah, he's got sexual AIDS that he goes on stage of the rubber kind that are shaped like body parts.
And they're real big.
And they're really big. And that's what Gabby goes on stage. Plus, he's got blood that is dripping from his neck down his chest. And the wig. Gabby, you know we love you.
Love you too, Ray.
Now, Gabby, what is your beef? I know you like me because you always send us literature, but you don't like John.
No, in fact, I remember the article he sent with his picture, the big article about him. Said, Ray, this is for you because, I'm not cool enough.
Because John isn't cool. Do you still hate John?
Well, John's all right, but see, John's kind of on the smaller side. It's like, I kind of identify with you because you're more up around my size range, Kind of like how elephants in a herd kind of hang together,
Us fat guys, we got to kind of stick together. All right, me and Gabby, fat guys unite. Woo!
So it's not I'm cool enough. I'm just not girth
You're
enough.
just not fat enough.
Let's see.
That's right. I was wanting to get a wrestling match going with Ray out on the front lawn after the interview. See if I could get him out there. I'd been hearing he's been talking. He was a big wrestler in high school. Just take him out there.
Me and Gabby wrestling in the front yard. I don't know. We could have Gabby wrestle. I don't know if it's gonna be me. We could have Gabby wrestle women one day.
It'd be a great promotional item.
I think it would be. Yeah. All right, now, Bloody, you guys are actually going to do some performance. Let me ask you this, without breaking, without saying anything too bad. What is the worst thing you guys feel you've ever done? Well, no, because I guess you feel you've never done anything bad. What is the worst thing that people have said you have done on
the
stage?
judicial system.
Yeah.
We've been arrested. We've been banned from all kinds of clubs across the United States for various bad boy things. The imagination can get some pretty wild visions when you think about it. I'd say the worst thing would probably be nudity, urination on stage, flag burning, setting our hair on fire, trashing clubs.
You've been arrested for setting your own hair on fire.
No, not arrested.
Oh. The cops didn't care that.
No, they stood away until it was done burning.
But the people thought that was pretty bizarre.
Yeah, they liked it.
Bloody, what happens when people go to a show not knowing what to expect, and they're there, and all of a sudden people start urinating on stage?
Well, they don't. It's not something that we do all the time. It's the Rolling Stones did that. Ozzy Osbourne did that. Jim Morrison did that. It's nothing like we plan that we do all the time. It's happened periodically, and it's gotten blown out of proportion, like it's something we do all the time, which we don't.
And it just when the mood strikes, it's something that has happened in the past.
Hey, guys are known to go take a leak outside of the side of the house or something at a party. Why not do it on stage? Plus,
when you gotta go, you gotta
art.
go.
It's performance art.
Well, sure, yeah. But do you feel you're censored when they shut you down for doing these things?
Oh, we're censored all the time. You guys are the only ones that put us on the radio in Peoria, and that's cool. Basically, when someone comes to our show, they leave there feeling like they just want to go to bed because they've had all their worst nightmares already acted out for them. I mean, why go out and get in trouble or do drugs, kids, when you can just go see us play and do it for you?
Now, are you guys going to do some music today?
Yeah, we'd like to do a song that's going to be on our upcoming CD. It's the song is called Hungover and Stoned.
Hungover and Stoned. This is the first time you guys have ever done acoustic?
This is the very first time ever.
So this should be kind of interesting. Bloody Mess and the Skabs acoustic, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that is definitely a first. And you're going to get it. Well, let's go ahead and roll it, John. Are we all set up to do this?
No, we're not.
All right.
No.
Well, all right. Let me play another song then, and we'll get to you guys in a couple of minutes. Bloody Mess and the Skabs acoustic in a couple. Listen, I want to thank Bloody and the guys for coming down. Let's give them a hand.
Punk rock.
And all you people out there who said we were crazy for doing this.
You're right.
Let me give a big screw you to you guys, because this has been fine. And these guys, we've always, I don't understand why, but for some reason we have always gotten along with these guys. I mean, I admit I don't listen to my Bloody Mess CD at home at night when I'm trying to go to sleep. But, we for some reason, though, there's always been a getting along with these guys. And I don't see why people get freaked out at what you do. Yes, Bloody, I will say it's very weird.
Well, the same people that get freaked out by it, sure, turn on their TV sets in the morning to watch Geraldo.
And you know what? And you know what? The same people that get freaked out by you guys get freaked out when John and I are on the air, when we talk about the Bud girls wearing underwear.
It's extremism, you know what I mean? People like it, but they hate it. Just like a car wreck, you know? They're going to be at the car wreck faster than they would go to the carnival.
Now, let me ask you something about you personally. And this is what I'm sure you probably get it a lot. Is it an act? Or is it... And let me explain about myself really quick. People always ask if I'm the same aggressive type way off the air as I am on the air. And I say that I'm more off the air, I'm more relaxed. But on the air, I get in front of the microphone. It's not an act. It's me. But it's just my type A personality screaming right at you. Now, with you, when you're on stage, you are a madman.
Right, it's not an act.
So it's actually you. You're actually, I mean, that is the way you feel when you get in front of that mic.
It's a form of therapy.
But hey, you know what? And I know where you're coming from, because I'm serious. I know exactly where you're coming from, because we're the same way. Off the air, I'm a little quiet, but this is actually us, man. This is the way, right in your face, on the radio, go nuts. And I know that you guys on stage are just insane.
Yeah, you got to come on, check us out sometime, man.
You know, you're going to freak out, because John and I are going to go to one of these shows one of these days.
We'll send you a flyer for the next big one we do.
I just hope we don't get arrested.
Hey, if we show up at a show, can we come take a whiz on the stage? Is that okay?
Sure. Free expression's what it's all about.
Me, John, and Bloody all peeing on the stage. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a draw. All right, Bloody Mess the Skabs in a couple minutes. John, come on, get in here. We got to cut our Bud Light Spotlight commercial. Right now, we're going to end. You know, this is going to be perfect. We're going to get right on time. We could do Bloody Mess the Skabs and the Michael Jordan press conference back to back here.
Wow.
And this is something interesting. Bloody, go ahead and tell everybody what type of music this song is going to be.
We're going to do a country and western song that we wrote.
Is this the first time you guys have ever done a country and western song?
We've actually performed it live a few times, but we've never performed it like in the studio, something like this, in acoustic version in this setting. But it's our first time doing it on the radio. So
now you won't be doing this on the new album. Will this be on the album?
This will be on our upcoming compact disc on Black and Blue Records, which all of our stuff's available from Co-op Tapes and Records or Mother Murphy's in Bloomington. And this might not be out till early '94 because we're really putting everything into it. But yeah,
and I understand the guy who does your album covers maybe sentenced to death. So
yeah, what are you gonna do when Gacy looks like they're gonna looks like he's gonna be not around much longer?
Well, John Wayne Gacy did the cover for our first record, which was released in March of '89, and he's gonna. I just got a letter from him yesterday. He's supposed to be executed in the middle of January, I believe. So I just did an interview for him for my little magazine that I publish, which will be out in December.
I'll tell you, it's so bizarre. The Bloody Mess. You have a movie about this guy's life.
Yeah, well, we got our new record that's out now called Empty. It's got a free poster inside that was drawn by Kenneth Bianchi, the Hillside Strangler from California.
Oh, my God.
And
people that are just tuning in now are going, what the hell's he talking about?
Wake up, America.
All right, the song is called Hungover and Stoned. It is a Bloody Mess and the Skabs acoustic. Lytle and Lambs, they said it would never happen. Whenever you're ready, guys.
Hungover and stoned, I had a late night last night. Hungover and stoned, I feel bad. Hungover and stoned, I had a late night last night. Hungover and stoned, I feel bad. whiskey. The neon signs were bright. My wallet is getting thinner. There's music on my mind. Happily dying all the time. Hungover and stoned. I had a late night last night. Hungover and stoned. I feel bad. Hanging out in the city. Well, that place is such a mess. Throwing punches and raising hell is some kind of sinner's contest. My mind was getting wasted. Well, it was soaked in Everclear. Tomorrow I won't even remember ever having been here. Hungover and stoned. I had a late night last night. Hungover and stoned all the time. Hungover and stoned all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might not believe it, but that,
Wow.
Bloody Mess and the Skabs.
Yeah. Wow.
That is awesome. Bloody, hey, thank you very much. Go ahead and introduce the guys. For those that don't know him, go ahead and introduce all the guys in the
All
band.
right, the man with the blue hair on drums, Mr. Gabby Skab.
Gabby Skab!
One of the original members of the Skabs. And on guitar, Jeff Gregory.
All right, this is great. Listen, you guys were awesome. All right, anytime, man. You guys can come back and let us know when the next big show is, because I just want to have the Bloody Mess experience, ladies and gentlemen.
You'll be invited.
Yeah, because you can spare the 10 minutes the next show.
Let me go ahead and explain this. The name of the magazine is The Fanatic. You can get this where?
Acme Comics or Co-op Records.
All right, Acme Comics, Co-op Records. And we do have, this is a song called Empty.
It's a new 45. It's got 5 songs.
Bloody Mess and the Skabs. It's a little 45. It's got 5 songs, and you could win it. Let's go ahead, take a caller 6 right now, Derek, at 674 or 663-2468. And let's thank these guys for coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Their average show is, give me an average of the show. How long does it last for you? You guys usually get shut down, Bloody.
Generally, if we don't get shut down, it's about 45 minutes to an hour.
If you do get shut down?
15 minutes.
15. Their shows usually last about 15 minutes before they get shut down.
But we still get paid.
But they still get paid. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
What a gig.
Bloody Mess and the Skabs. Let me do these. We're going to come right back. John, I wanted to hear some of that Michael Jordan press conference. It's Lytle and Lamb, 10 o'clock, WWCT Peoria, the home of rock and roll. Thanks, guys.